Hey, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means? It is time for another AEW Aftermath. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a Aftermath of Dynamite, a little vlog review for you from me, Duke CT. So let's get into this show. It was a banger, and it started off with a bang as it is the AEW Tag Team Battle Royal, and the winner gets to be the number one contenders for AEW's Tag Team Championships. And also the Tag Champions are in this Battle Royal as well, so that if they win, they can pick the opponents at Revolution. Well, even though it's kind of lousy that the ranking system goes away for a while because they want to do this type of stuff. But overall, as long as they're fun, as long as they're exciting, I will I won't let this have a pass. There's no FTR because of the actions of Luchasaurus and such, in Jungle Boy, the Jurassic Express. We'll talk about them a little bit later as well. But this was a fun battle royal. Dark Order has some good stuff. Alex Reynolds, he got eliminated too early, but his partner, old Johnny Hungry, got some shine in. In fact, lots of guys got to shine in. Stu Grayson, you got some shine. Luchasaurus definitely got some shine down. There's a lot of people who have some good shine on, and especially MJF had some good stuff too. But surprisingly. Surprised, and honestly, I am surprised by this. The team I actually thought they could win this. I thought it was going to be the Jurassic Express, but they didn't. They didn't win. And that's in the last people there. The last face team was Top Flight, and Top Flight, they looked like they might do it, but no. It was Jericho, and he was representing him and MJF, so that meant MJF and Jericho get their shot at Revolution against the Young Bucks. So that's going to be a thing. Very interesting. And then you had a little promo, seeing Jay Cargill doing a thing, just training and such, getting ready for a mixed tag match against Cody around, I think, March 3rd. As later on, you had Shaq saying who's going to fight Cody and such March 3rd. So that's going to be very interesting. Next up, you had Sting and Darby Allin saying they're ready for their match, their street fight against Team Taz, Ricky Starks, and Brian Cage. But before then, you had, you had Team Taz come in, Taz saying his things, and you had, Hook, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, and the Machine Brian Cage. They had their say, and Ricky Starks as well. Ricky Starks and Taz, continue their stuff, building themselves up, and also we find out that that Darby has a TNT Championship match against Joey Janela. Interesting. So I don't know how that happened, but he was there. He just seems like he wasn't really there. I'm surprised someone like Sonny Kiss didn't get that shot. It wouldn't make sense, but I'm hopeful that the match is decent. I hope they do have some good chemistry. That's my hope. And Sting had the last word, saying Ricky Starks says, he looks into Sting's eyes. He doesn't see the icon. He doesn't see the man. He says, you don't see the man or the icon? Take a good hard look now, man. And he's like, well, he looks like he's ready to go. He looks like he's ready to fight. Yeah. They're ready to go. And, and then, by the way, this whole thing has a month or two Retribution. So I think there's going to be a lot more chicanery and a lot more craziness happening until March 7th. Will Darby be the TNT champion? Who knows? We got to wait till next week. Next up, we have probably one of the best matches of the night, the singles matches of the night, as Dr. Britt Baker takes on Thunder Rosa, and man, this was really good. Just both, they just went at each other, and Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker had great chemistry. Both ladies just went to town, and I loved it. and it looked like it was it looked like Thunder Rosa was going to win after Britt Baker was doing all these like counters and all this type of stuff. Thunder Rosa countering her Britt Baker submission, and then thanks to Rebel or Reba or whatever she wants to be called. Is it Reba or Rebel? Who knows? She distracted the referee and distracted Thunder Rosa by pulling down the unexposed turnbuckle, and then Britt Baker using it and then knocking her out and then putting in submission anyway. Referee's like, yes, she can't even continue as Dr. Britt Baker wins and continues her motivation to get her shot at the women's championship. And when I look at the tournament, I think that she's going to win. I believe she will win that tournament. The AEW Women's Tournament looks really good, and I can't wait to see the matches. And I think Britt Baker will win. I just hope that when it all this culminates, I think this will be Britt Baker to take down Shida to become the AEW Women's Champion. Next up, you had Hangman Page and Matt Hardy taking on Serpentico and Dr. Luther, the Chaos Project. And it's a very interesting tag team. Matt Hardy talking about the promo saying, well, they're good Carolina boy and such. And Hangman's just completely lost because of the whole fallout with the Elite, the fallout with him and Kenny Omega. He seems like he's just so lost. He has no one with him. And he just seems like maybe he's just drifting along. And then he keeps winning matches. So I think Hangman, he's just drifting along. He doesn't know what he's going to do next. But I think, whatever AEW's planning, I think there's going to be some really good stuff with him. As Hardy and Hangman win after Hangman hits that nice his nice buckshot lariat, but Matt Hardy takes out the take the pin. Hangman looks a little miffed, but he raises Hardy's hand, so maybe he's falling into Big Money's Matt stable. Who knows? Next up, we got the wedding of Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. Father's James Mitchell officiating the ceremony because, what happened last time during that when he officiated the ceremony? Oh yeah, Johnny Bravo got shot. Yeah, but hopefully they had a lot more people just let's just say patted for hopefully there were no firearms present, and James Mitchell had their whole stuff, and they had it was a little hilarious stuff there. I liked the jabs there. James Mitchell was fun. And Miro saying, if anyone stopping James Mitchell, if anyone just checks, like, no, let's just roll with it. Like, wrap this up because I've seen this stuff before. Wrap it up, and then you know what? They kissed the bride with no interruption. And then you have Miro talking about saying he wants to love, and then just what is love? And then the crowd was saying, don't hurt me. And he's like, okay, shut up. This is my time. And there's a present. Like, there's a present with Chuck Taylor's like, boom. He just laid it out and destroyed it. And then he says, pick up, no more presents for you. And then he handcuffed him. And Miro was, they all distracted. And guess who comes out of the cake? Guess who? Orange Cassidy. Miro, sometimes it is always the thing that you, the least that it is to sometimes, the obvious thing is the most, exactly hiding in plain sight. And that's what happened. He hid in plain sight. Orange Cassidy laid him down. Miro and them looked embarrassed. So I think that's that whole thing looks like it's going to be, that feud is going to continue on. Next up, the Lance Archer Eddie Kingston Part 2, Lumberjack Boogaloo. And, this was a fight, and I loved it. Really good stuff. Jake Roberts DDTing people was great. I love that. Also, I love Bear Country, too. I haven't watched much AEW Dark, but, man, I gotta say, AEW, for all of its good, bad, or anything else, they don't run out. They don't have a lack of tag teams. I'll say that for them. They don't have a shortage of tag teams. That's what I have to say about that. And that's actually a really good, some really good stuff here. You have once again, um, you have Lance Archer pick up the big victory after Bear Country takes down the Butcher and the Blade. So maybe that's going to be a nice tag match down the road, and I wouldn't mind that. As Lance Archer picks up the victory against Eddie Kingston. 1, 2, 3. And then we had like a little preview of FTR saying, oh, man, they're so mad they couldn't be a part of the tag team thing. They're pissed off. Maybe Jurassic Press said something, but they said, well, we're thinking about what bad people. Dak's like, well, we're not bad men, but sometimes we have to think about what bad men might do. And then it looks like they captured, Marco's stunt. Oh, that looks interesting. A kidnapping angle, because it looks like it has to be at least one of these kidnapping angles happen once in a while. So, hey, what's a pro wrestling feud without a kidnapping angle? All right, and then we get the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers take on Jon Moxley, Rey Fenix, and Pac. Man, this was a fun 6-man tag. I would say match of the night, but I think Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa really did that well. But this is a great match as well. Both teams are great. I love seeing Good Brothers dominate. I love seeing Kenny Omega fight, and hopefully this means more stuff for him at AEW because he's been a absentee champion. Some would say he has been, and hopefully they will do something more about it because he needs to be there. He needs to show that he is dominant and actually be around and actually have storylines and such in AEW and with the talent. That's why I wish they can. Hopefully, because Revolution, is a month away. So hopefully they can start building up challengers for Kenny Omega. And well, what can I say about Pac and Rey Fenix that hasn't already been said? They're both great, especially Rey Fenix. Give him the championship already. You got AEW. Give him a championship already, you cowards. In fact, you know what? I wouldn't be mad if it was if they take down the title in the Young Bucks or MJF or whatever. I want Phoenix to hold gold in AEW. I mean, the dude's great, and I think he needs to have one big championship. I think he's a main eventer, and maybe when they do have those trios championships, Death Triangle could be the first, and that would be just. I wouldn't be mad at that as well. So hopefully there'll be a trios title in their future, but hopefully that happens. But yeah, this was. By the way, Rey Fenix is just flying all over the place. I don't know what is Rey Fenix now. Does he have rocket boots on under him, man? Because he just jumps, almost goes into the crowd. I don't know if it's the ring is so close or it's just he just doesn't know how to stop. I don't know what it is with Rey Fenix, but yeah. I don't know what's going to be for the main event there. So for the Kenny Omega and such, maybe Pac, but. Who knows? But at the end of the day, the Good Brothers pick up the victory with the Magic Killer pinning Rey Fenix. But everything seems to be the bad guy, the Good Brothers taking down Rey Fenix. But then guess who shows up? Lance Archer beating down everybody. It's that Tenuous Alliance. And it looks like Kenny Omega and it looks like Jon Moxley, the Mox, is about to finally get his hands on Kenny Omega. But then KENTA comes in, takes down Jon Moxley with the go to sleep. Well, what does this mean? Does this mean that New Japan Wrestling is finally working with them and with AEW? Well, we'll find out soon enough, but it was a great way to end the show. A great way to really shake things up, and I love it. I love that, and hopefully this will be a better treatment of KENTA than what happened with WWE. Here's hoping. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I highly recommend watching this this impactful show of AEW Dynamite. I highly recommend if you watch it. If you get the replay, you can watch it. It's really good stuff. In the TNT app or whatever. Sit there and watch. You will enjoy it. So I'm just can't wait to see what's going to be coming down the pike, going down to Revolution, and then Double or Nothing. Hopefully, my hope, ladies and gentlemen, my hope is that AEW might start to lead Daly's Place. Hopefully, maybe in around maybe September, maybe round All Out, but hope maybe earlier. Who knows? But with COVID being what it is, it might not happen anytime soon. But here's hoping. Anyway, that's the show. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for being here. If you want me to do a video talking about the aftermath of this and whatever, leave something in the comments below, because I get the feeling that whatever New Japan Pro Wrestling announces tomorrow, I think that will be a lot of people are going to be talking about that. So I want to have my full information about what's going to happen. And, well, I've been talking about this for a couple months now. So I want to hear from you. Should I make another video about this? Leave a comment. And, well, give me what you thought about the show. And also, should I, continue to comment about this stuff as well. About what this could be, this great partnership. Who knows? Anyway, who knows? It would be great. Who knows? It could be bad, whatever. But I think it would be very interesting to see when New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW can come together. And that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching. This is Duke CT here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.